Good day, happy travelers. Seven Continents Travel Agency here today talking about the port of call, Cozumel, Mexico. We're talking Royal Caribbean cruise ships, and we're going to be looking at excursions that occur. So you're one of two people if you're watching this one. You are thinking about booking a Royal Caribbean cruise, and you want to see what excursions they have at this port of call. Or you are already booked on this, and you also would like to see what's available. So we'll cover the cost, how long the excursions are, the height, weight, age requirements for each of these, and we'll also give you some details to kind of pick through. Pause. I won't spend a lot of time. The details are kind of like the Gettysburg Address. They're lengthy, but let's focus on this screen right here because we can get a lot of information of it. Right now, we're getting close to Halloween, and it's up to 35% off, and there's always a reason. It'll be Thanksgiving next, Christmas, Valentine's Day special, St. Patrick's Day. It's always a reason for a percent off, and it goes from like nothing to I've never seen more than 25% off yet. And I've been making a lot of these videos. I've gone on a lot of excursions. The important things to note here are these ones that say, hey, one spot left. Gives you an idea of, hey, that's hot. So if you're traveling with more than one person, you probably shouldn't book that one. 3 spots left. And we'll scroll all the way down here. You'll see some of the things that are sold out. It's worth noting that I'm looking at the Icon of the Seas, February 3rd through the 10th. This is the second sailing of this ship. This is a big ship. And so this really gives you the idea of what is going on right now in terms of availability. And one last thing before I start, if you are looking for a travel agent, I'll give you some details at the end of this on how to contact me to talk through it. And if you're not looking for a travel agent, you just want to hear the details, let's do that right now. Deluxe beach break at Playa Maya. It's clever because it rhymes. 15% off, $78 for adults, $70 for kids, leaves at 11 hours for a 5-hour adventure. Some of the highlights, details over here: kayak, swim, sail, play in the water. You get some complimentary beverages, international buffet, and this is important to note, an air-conditioned bus transport. Other details will be listed down here in terms of some of the restrictions. The water bay toys, we got some of these details here you might want to take a look at because the weight, the height, etc. Scroll down a little bit more. I know I'm going fast. Pause if you need to read more, but otherwise, those are the details at the beach break. If you're looking for a day pass with lunch and drinks, $70 per guest. It's a 3-hour excursion. One leaves at 8:30, one leaves at 11:30. Minimum age is 1. Maximum weight is 370. Gives you some details about what can occur at this place. You got some snorkeling. You get a short drive, worth noting, short. Some drives at this port can be long. You get soft drinks, iced tea, beer, do whatever you need to do, including pausing if you need to read more details, including chemical sun protection. They're not a big fan of it, and wildlife probably isn't a big fan of chemicals. What about is it a furry or a fury catamaran? I believe it's the latter. Snorkel and beach break, $83 for an adult, a little cheaper for a kid, $61.99, leaves at 8, 4-hour excursion, and you can sail in a 65 state-of-the-art boat to go snorkel and take a break on the beach. Those details are there. They went through kind of fast, and you can read them. What about dolphins? You want to hang out with dolphins? Well, for $138, you sure can. It's the VIP experience. One leaves at 8:30, one leaves at 11:30. 3.5 hours is the duration. 6 hours is 6 years old is the minimum age. 48 inches is the minimum height. Maximum weight is 370, and it gives you all the details, including VIP lounge access. You get to swim with the dolphins. Well, you'll be in the water with the dolphins for 40 minutes. Don't expect to be touching a dolphin for 40 minutes. You will be able to hug them, but it's not a 40-minute hug. Be able to swim, get pushed around. You also get interaction with a manatee, 10 minutes sea lion, 20 minutes sea lion show. That's not like hugging in, it's just, it's worth noting that in my head, the first time I did this, I thought I would be there would be more time. I think the total time, I've done one in Cozumel, I've done one in the Dominican Republic, I've done one, was it Belize? I've done several of these throughout the Caribbean, and I think total amongst 5 of them that I've done, I might have spent 20 minutes like physically touching a dolphin. I don't really know if they want to be touched by me, frankly. So anyway, there's some more details surrounding the height. So feel free to pause and read that if you're interested in the Dolphin VIP tour. We'll scroll down. What about a cove snorkel catamaran and ATV adventure? Now, there'll be ATV adventure standalone, there'll be a cove snorkel, there'll be a cavern, and this is the combo. So this is all 3. You couldn't choose just one. You want to do them all. $270 for an adult, $248 for a kid. Leaves at 7:30. It's a 9-hour excursion. Minimum age is 18. Maximum age is 70. And you get to go and do all of those things for 9 hours. Take lots of pictures, take lots of selfies. Let your friends know that you were having a lot of fun. Important details about the ferry ride between Cozumel Island and then the mainland, Playa del Carmen, is 45 minutes each way. But you are with Royal Caribbean. So if there's a delay, this is why you book a Royal Caribbean cruise. If there's a delay with the ferries and you book the Royal Caribbean will wait for you. If you booked your own excursion to save some money, cut out the middleman kind of experience, then there's a lot of TikToks. There's a lot of Instagram videos about people not making their boat because of this ferry. It's this port in particular that is the causes a lot of problems. Coral Garden Shore Dive, $91, 2 hours. Leaves at 8. Minimum age is 10. Maximum weight is 300. Maximum height is 96. And you get to go into a body of water that's about 25 feet. And you can see 40 species of coral. I just thought they were all coral. Now there's 40 species. And you can buy food and drink on your own. And wetsuits are not included. However, if you'd like a wetsuit, they will rent it to you. Wellness Day, Sea Note Cave, and yoga. So you want to get off the boat, do some yoga. You're in luck. $193 for an adult. Bring your kid to do some yoga. $176, leaves at 7:30. It is a 9-hour excursion. Minimum age is 10. Maximum age is 70. No yoga if you were over the age of 70. Not in this particular excursion. The ferry ride, again, 45 minutes. And so it lets you know that, hey, if you're here for less than 10 hours, they might shorten your excursion. Good to know. Good to know. They don't shorten the cost necessarily. What about a cove snorkel and Playa del Carmen experience? $129 for an adult, about $12 cheaper for kids. 7:30 in the morning is the departure. 9 hours is the duration. Minimum age is 10, maximum age is 70. And you can read all the details there about snorkeling and experiencing Playa del Carmen. What about Tulum Ruins? And then the Sea Note. It's $112 for an adult, $108 for a kid, so about $4 cheaper for the youngins. It's a 9-hour excursion, leaves at 7:30. Maximum age, the only noted restriction is if you're over 70, maybe this isn't for you, but you got to be able to walk 1.6 miles on uneven surfaces with inclines, 39 steps, and extended periods of standing. So if that's something you're not interested in, then this might not be the excursion for you. If you're taking pictures, the government charges a fee of $8 to $10. I would expect it to be closer to 10. So make sure you bring a $10 bill. And there is the note about the ferry ride times each way, and the duration may be shortened. What about an adventure? Want to go on an adventure? Sure you do. $196 for an adult, $115 for a kid. Still a 9-hour excursion. No noted restrictions on the right-hand side, but you get to drive around for 30 minutes on an X-Carrot. Or is it X-Carré? Is it French? Oh. But you get to go around and see 40 attractions in the adventure park. And if you're motion to seasickness, you may want to take the same things you're probably taking on the cruise ship. Bring those with you. Now, it's one thing to be on the land and get seasick, but you're coming in on a cruise ship. So if seasick is your thing, then seasick is your thing. What about an all-inclusive VIP dolphin swim? $121 for an adult, 95 for kids. 5 years old is the minimum age, 270 is the maximum weight, 48 inches, and you get to hang out with the dolphins. You may notice that on this particular excursion, they take away your time with the other animals that were mentioned above that were a little bit more expensive. So this one becomes a little bit more cheaper. And who doesn't like saving money? What about a grand beach break? Get some pictures up there. 53 bucks per guest, 5 hours. So you get to sleep in, leaves at noon, and then you get to enjoy thrilling aquatic adventures. And it is wheelchair accessible. Legal drinking age in Mexico is 18. And for safety reasons, straight shots are not provided. It's all in mixed drinks. So that's not... You can't go up to the bar and say shot, 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 shot. But you can't say mixed drink. It's just too much sugar for me on that. It just hurts. Want to go see some ruins? And then if you want to see some ruins, like be there, but then kind of like not be there, do some virtual reality. For $155, you can do that. It's a 9-hour tour, leaves at 7:30, and for 6 hours of travel time. So any of these ruins, whoever built them and whenever they built them, they didn't build them with ease of tourist on their mind. So if you're going to take pictures of you in the ruins or just the ruins, bring some cash. Swim with a pair of dolphins. That's $187. I won't click on the details for that because you're swimming with dolphins. What about a zip lining adventure with a lunch? $257. 9 hours. Minimum age is 8. Maximum is 70. Minimum height 43. Minimum weight 80. Maximum weight is 300. And you get to go 14 zip lines over a suspension bridge and some water landings. And then you get to go to the adventure park for paddle rafting and cave swim. So if you are looking for some adventure, well, 45 minutes ferry ride will get you over there. You got to have a valid driver's license. Bring some water shoes. That is mandatory. Otherwise, you will cut up your feet. Trust me, I know. A lot of fun, a lot of money. Dolphin encounter at the national park. 95 bucks. 8:30 and 11:30 are the departure times for 3.5 hours. Minimum age is 1. Maximum weight is 370. And you will hang out with dolphins. And the dolphin encounter is 30 minutes. Sea lion show is 20 minutes. And there's a buffet lunch. Other details will be displayed down here and down here. And wait, there's one more. Okay, nope, that was actually it. So those are the details if you are looking to do a different dolphin excursion. Different ruins. How about the San Gervasio Mayan Ruins Island Tour? $74. A little cheaper for kids, about 21 bucks off. 93 leaves at 9:30 a.m. for 4.5 hours, and you can go and look at ruins. Bring the cash for pictures. All-inclusive VIP dolphin encounter. You get to go hang out with the dolphin and eat lunch. 83 bucks. Crystal Caves and underground water tour. If you want to go in, maybe you don't want to swim with dolphins or zip lines. $110 per guest. Leaves at 7:30. It's a 9-hour tour. Minimum age is 8. Maximum age is 70. More details about the ferry ride. If you get motion sickness, hope you're enjoying your cruise ship. But the tour does include, team, a granola bar. How'd they land on that? Like, to even make it noteworthy? I don't know. Somebody said, hey, we're missing out on some details. Let's give them a granola bar. $70 per guest to go on a dune buggy ride to the beach. And then once you're on the beach, go snorkeling. 4 hours, leaves at 8:30. Minimum age is 8. It's eco-friendly. It's worth noting. It's a half-day adventure. Jump in the modified dune buggy, and you can go around and see things in that. Dune buggies will accommodate 4. And if they want their own exclusive dune buggy, you got to buy all 4 seats, which makes it about a $300 dune buggy experience. Keep going. What about, you want to go on a submarine? A little submarine. A yellow submarine? $119. Leaves at 8:30 for 2 hours, and you get to go into the submarine and look at the water from in the submarine. Note, this will be a different experience. This is not the Titanic depth thing. This is more of a surface depth thing. So there won't be nearly as much pressure on the hull. Some people are seriously concerned about that. So I just need to, it's more of a not as deep submarine. ATV ride and beach relaxation, $99 per guest. 7:30 is the departure time for 4 hours, 16 ages, minimum age 70 is the maximum, 360 is the maximum weight. And there's a cash bar available if you want to buy things for your experience. Probably while you're beach relaxing, not necessarily while you're ATVing. What about a C note hopping adventure? $104, $10 cheaper for kids. 7:30 is the departure time for 9 hours. Minimum age is 6, maximum age is 70. And you can look at the foliage. The deep tropical foliage, not the northeast leaf foliage. This is completely different foliage. What about some Mayan ruins and the Playa del Carmen experience? Want to get more of a culture experience? This is for you. $100 for adults, $17 cheaper for kids. 7:30 is the departure time. Maximum age is 70. No culture for you if you're over the age of 70. And the details for the rest of this is over there. You got to be able to walk over 1,265 yards and up 29 steps, and able to walk 10 minutes from the parking lot to the entrance of the ruins. So that's a 20-minute walk. Those are the details. Somebody timed it. It's 10 minutes. What about Mexican cooking? This is only good for one now. If you're booked on a different cruise on any of the ships, and this port, obviously Icon will be there. Adventure, Mariner, Serenade, Odyssey, Oasis, Wonder. You name the Royal Caribbean ship, and it's not entirely unreasonable to think that it won't go to this port. So whatever the ship is, I'm just letting you know that in February, which is roughly December, about 3 months away. This is a hot one. There's only one left. So if this one's important to you and you're like, well, wait a minute, I'm going to hold out. I'm going to just hold out. These are the ones that go out fast. Leaves at 9 a.m. for 5 hours of Mexican culinary traditions. And so you get free time to enjoy about 1.5 hours to swim, shop, do whatever you want to do during your beach break time. What about all-terrain buggy and snorkel? $91, $8 cheaper for kids. Leaves at 7:30 for 4 hours. Maximum weight's 300. Minimum age is 8. Maximum age is 70. And you can hang out in a buggy. And then whenever your buggy's done, you can go snorkel. Then maybe on your way back, you can dry off. Then there's Mayan ruins and chocolate tasting. $66 per an adult. 61 for kids. This is not like Hershey's chocolate though. I've done the chocolate tasting. It's a little different. I don't think this takes you to the ruins. It just tells you about the legacy of the ruins. What about a Jeep adventure? $91 per guest. Leaves at 12:30 for 5 hours. And you get to go do a Jeep adventure and climb a lighthouse. No noted restrictions on the other side other than what you see here on the left side. 21 years old to drive. Minimum age is 8 to snorkel, which I think would have been, is certainly noteworthy. The 3 reef snorkel. You want to snorkel and don't want to go to just a beach or just a reef. This one takes you to 3. And if you want to drink some tequila, $74. And you can get a mixology experience for $74. If you want to snuba, let's take a look at that one. $91. Leaves at 8 for 2 hours. And it's kind of like snorkeling, but with a tube. See, there's a tube there. So you get to like scuba, but your air comes from the top and not like the self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. So it's not scuba, it's snuba. Minimum age is 10 years old. Maximum weight is 350. And those are the details over there if you want to get a snuba experience. Then there's more dolphins. A true connection and swim, which I'm a big fan of. I don't like the fake connections. You want the Mayan ruins and beach time? That's $112. So you get a little bit of both there, 9 hours with the ferry ride. So you get to go to the ruins. They'll drop you off at a beach. You get everything. Here's the Jimny Adventure to Jade Cavern and Adventure Park. $129 per guest. Leaves at 10 for 5 hours. Adventure, minimum age 5, maximum weight 320, maximum age is 70. And it provides all the details that is noted here. 3 spots left for this particular jaunt. So if this one's important to you, you might want to do it. If you want to learn how to scuba, they'll show you. $117. What about Island Roots, Honey, and Chocolate Traditions? Let's take a look. $49. $40 for kids. And for 4 hours, leaves at 10 a.m. You can enjoy cocoa, honey, and roots. And all the other details that are noted here. So if you're looking for more of a culinary adventure, then this is certainly probably just as exciting as ziplining. If you don't have expansive taste buds. Captain your speedboat and snorkel. So you want to go out in a speedboat? Sure you do. $100, $30 cheaper for kids. 4 hours, leaves at 11, maximum weight is 200 pounds. So minimum weight age is 8, maximum age is 70. And you can do some zip lining. Then you can captain your own 2-person speedboat. Fortunately, I'm over 200 pounds, so I will not be captaining my own speedboat. I'll be watching other people captain their speedboat, but I can zip line. If you want to do the city tour by trolley, $64. Get away from zip lining and captaining your speedboat. Leaves at 9 for 3 hours, and the trolley will take you around town, so you can get off, shop, see whatever you want to see. But you must sign a waiver, and it's worth noting. If you want to zip, swim, and then go underground, $200 for that. If you want to go do a Sea Trek helmet diving experience, my brother did this in St. Thomas. He recommends it. $124, leaves at 8 and 8:30 for 2 hours. Minimum weight is 80. Maximum weight is 350. Minimum age is 8 years old, and you get to go underwater wearing a helmet that brings you air. And then after you're done with that, you can snorkel for a little bit. He said the time there was about 15, 20 minutes. Do you want to go to the park and Fifth Avenue experience? Not the New York City Fifth Avenue experience, but the Mexican Fifth Avenue experience. $146 for an adult, $91 for kids. Leaves at 7:30 for a 9-hour adventure. Minimum weight is 80. Maximum weight is 300. Minimum height 54. Minimum age is 5. Maximum age is 70. And there's 15 activities with visual puns and optical illusions for the dads going on the trip. The puns, do not miss the opportunity for the dad jokes. They are golden. Those are the things people remember. They hate them now, but later on they will like them. Want to do a certified scuba dive? $117. Those do typically sell out. What about a kayak? Not just any kayak, one that you can see the bottom, and then once you get to the beach, forget that you're even in a kayak. You can go snorkel. Want to go into a reef explorer in a semi-sub? Wonder what part of the sub's missing to be half of a sub. $53 for an adult, 44 kid. 10:30. It's a 90-minute excursion, and well, you get an hour and 15-minute tour. Either ride atop the semi-sub or go under the water to look. Well, okay, so it's kind of like a double-decker bus on water. That's what a semi-sub is. Now you know. Want to go to the Echo Park and then go look at crocodiles, Mayan ruins, and snorkeling? $70. There's the lighthouse there. 53 for kids. These are 7:30 for 5 hours. And you get to go and do all the things noted here. There's a lot of excursions in this particular jaunt. The one I did yesterday was St. Kitts. I think there was maybe a dozen and a half. Here's a cavern and sea note swim. So if you want to do the cavern and then do the swim combo, that's a combo of that. But what about the dances and salsa culture? We're getting back to the experience of being in Mexico. The only 3 spots left for this. No discount, $115 per kid. Leaves at 10:30. It's 5 hours. Minimum age is 10. If you're 9, you can't salsa until next year. Maximum age is 70. So if you're getting close, take advantage of it because they don't let just anybody dance. The legal drinking age is 18. So there you go. Now, is it the dance salsa or are you trying salsas? I guess I'll have to do it. If you want to do the best of Cozumel market exploration, again, you're not in the water. You just want to see what the city's about. $56 for an adult, $8 cheaper for kids. Leaves at 10:30 for 3 hours, and you can walk around the downtown's historic clock tower while a guide tells you everything you need to know about Cozumel. What about a Cuban cigar masterclass and a beach rig? So you get a cigar, you go into the beach, you can smoke it, $133, 6 spots left for that. Triple play, we already covered the cave, the cove, and the C note. Now, if you want to do it all three together, $200, and you can. What about an all-inclusive island passion by Twister boat? There's the Twister boat. $66 for an adult, $57 for kids, leaves at 7:30 for 5 hours. Minimum height is 44, minimum age is 8, maximum weight 240. But hold on tight because it is a thrill ride. And when you do the activities, you do so, as it says right here in the important details, at your own risk. Gourmet Mayan cooking experience, $57. Leaves at 245 for 2 hours and 10 minutes. Minimum age is 7, and you can try cuisine and make cuisine, perhaps more importantly, during this experience. Here's a clear boat snorkel for $61. You want to do a Yucatan fish cookout? It's traditional. Means they always do it. $129 for a desk, 15% off. Leaves at 8 for 4 hours. Start your day off with some fish and these details here. Once you're done eating the fish, go hang out and look at where the fish swim. And, well, don't bring shoes because it's barefoot. Well, you probably want, I think that's more of a note there. If you're looking for vehicles, the vehicles sell out $129. ATV sold out $129. And then you get the, I'll click this one because it'll give you everything you need to know. Would have been $214. 3.5 hours, $320 is the maximum weight, minimum age 8, maximum age 70, minimum height is 4 feet. And you can go and do the ATV double ride and look at all those details there. So that is everything that there is to do. If you're looking for a travel agent or just want to talk to me about it, you can reach me just to talk about vacation. You don't have to book a vacation. I don't even charge to talk to you. I'm doing this for free. I drink my coffee and just talk excursions all day. How bad of a life is that? I'm this guy. I'm Emerson. 7continentstravelagency.com. That's 7 the letters or 7 the number. You choose. I bought both domains. I was like, what's another $14 for a year? I don't know. Otherwise, I hope you enjoyed this this particular adventure here, and I'll see you in the next video.